I mean, it just breaks your heart to hear, as Morgan just said, she celebrated a birthday without her mother.
For sure.
Just this whole case is disturbing, and the image of her getting off of the school bus, I think, is what is etched in all of our hearts and minds. That's the last time a year ago we saw Madalina Cojocari. Let's talk about what comes next with this case before we bring everybody in and kind of go full circle. We know right now that her mother and her stepfather have been charged, but looking at this case and analyzing it from your opinion, I mean, Khalif, it's disturbing.
It's a couple of things that I'm disturbed by. Obviously, and so I could wear a number of hats as a father with 4 kids in the CMS system. Seeing my children that get off the bus on a daily basis, it's disturbing that that's the last image that you could see. And so to not know as a parent, like where your child is, has to be something that I could not even understand how to deal with. And not just the parents, but the extended family. In all the press conferences you see, tons of family that are there embracing one another and just looking for answers. I like that the Cornelius Police Department chief said, listen, we're doing this every day. This is my job to try to figure this out. And he was kind of breaking down when I listened to him talk about like not having answers to provide to the family. As a criminal defense attorney, it is a different hat that I would wear. I'm looking at this and saying, well, what is the evidence to support the charge, if any type of charge? The father's bond was originally $250,000. Right. Then it was reduced, and now he's out. The mother's back early this month. It was $250,000, and then a clerical error had it reduced down to $100,000, and then it went back up to the original amount. But if I'm there, I'm saying, well, typically you want to point to evidence that has my client locked up during this process, and right now I'm asking, where is the evidence?
And I think that's the biggest thing for so many of us that have been following this case for the past year is you're looking at it saying, how come we're not hearing more from her mother?
Right.
You know, her stepfather, I can understand that, but her own biological mother, who is in jail right now, you're thinking, why aren't you helping us search for this little girl?
Well, if her answer, and if I'm representing her as her defense attorney, I'm saying don't say anything. And if her answer is that it was some type of cartel that may have taken her, that's what the grandmother has said is one thought process or one theory. If that's what they're saying, then her client my client would say nothing. Right. And just allow the process to take its course. Now, if she knows something, and that's the other portion, you want people that know something to come forward.
Right.
And so everyone is watching. I mean, this case is worldwide. People are speaking about this. But in terms of the investigation, right now, you just kind of got to let the investigation go forward. And as they get more pieces, they will be able to piece together this story. So you can piece together a case without having all of the pictures of the puzzle there. And so everyone's waiting for them to present more. And right now, the only people that actually know what happened are the folks that are probably the most closest to her.
And Khalif, one of the things you mentioned are the theories that are out there. I want to thank you so much for your help with this case. But let's bring you in now. Madalina's grandmother on her mom's side spoke with Queen City News back in August, and she wants to be able to clear her daughter Diana Cojocari's name and has her own theories as to what happened to her grandchild. Let's take a listen.
Попали у трафикантов для детей. Моя внучка живая, ее продали вместе с Дианой за $5 миллионов.
Well, Diana Cojocari, as we said, remains in jail with the bond set at $250,000. Christopher Palmer was released on bond in August. That was her stepfather. So, Khalif, real quick, is there a chance that they will release Diana at any point in this case that you can foresee?
If that's my client, the first thing I do is wait to get discovery, and so that's the information that the DA and the detectives know. Once they give me the discovery, I'm asking the judge, well, listen, this is what they have, and if they don't have anything, why is my client sitting here for the last 6 or 7 or 8 months? And then the DA will have to present evidence as to why. And if they can't, I'm typically asking for a lower bond or no bond. Because if there's no facts to support it, due process requires that she sits at home and waits to be tried.
I know you have seen way more cases than I have in terms of coverage, but the one thing to me that sticks out, is there anything that's just odd with this for you?
The fact that we don't know anything, that it's almost, you know, we're talking about a year and a few days now that we know nothing. And that we know just about as much, know just about as much today as we did a year ago. Now, that's not detectives, but.
Right. Yeah. All right, Khalif, appreciate it. All right.